we're talking about for the last couple of weeks has been the massive amount of exposure that Wikileaks has been able to really come in and deliver, leading to sensational amount of coverage amongst diplomatic pressures as well. Now, the latest news, because of massive amount of cyber attacks on the website was plugged out, but it has already reappeared using a Swiss web address. Wikileaks has also used microblogging site Twitter to urge its fans to redistribute its raw net address so it can be viewed at any time. But what is the kind of impact it's had across global governments? This is an exclusive. The U.S. Ambassador to India, Timothy Roemer, speaks out about the diplomatic tensions and how to now resolve the kind of exposure that Wikileaks has created in international governments.
The President had an historic and seminal visit to the Great Republic of India. He talked about unequivocal support for India's seat on the United Nations, a permanent seat on the United Nations Council. It's not little tidbits of information that might be floating out there on the internet. It's what you do. We have a saying from where I'm from in the Midwest of the United States. It's not what you say, it's what you do. It's what action you take. That should be, and that is the focus of what our mission works on. I would compliment, highest compliment to the Indian government for their reaction to these supposed leaks. It's been highly responsible, deeply constructive, and very mature.
Is anything being done or contemplated as far as arresting the effect of these leaks? Any damage control?
Sanjay, you asked a good question. The important question as a former member of the 9/11 Commission, first of all, you need to stop the leaks from taking place, and we have in incarceration somebody that we believe is responsible for it. We hope to vigorously prosecute this person.
Critics would wonder as to why America is so interested in India's military strategy. Some even go to the extent of saying, is the U.S. batting for Pakistan?
When the President was in India, the President talked about a cancer that is in Pakistan, and that Pakistan needs to address this cancer, be more focused on it, be less focused on India, and more focused on their internal threat of groups like Al-Qaeda and the Haqqani Network and Lashkar-e-Taiba. The President, in this new Woodward book, is quoted as saying in the Oval Office to President Zardari of Pakistan, he says very directly, in quotes, "I will not be part of any kind of military buildup against India." Take him at his word.
Ambassador Patterson's, again, the cable which talks about a certain sense of nervousness about the growing sale of arms sale to India, because it might kind of fuel the Pakistan establishment's paranoia and might actually push them closer to certain groups in Afghanistan and also the terrorist groups there.
Look, what has the President done? If there are some postulations or some rumors or some pieces of cables or advice that say that somebody somewhere in the world is worried about the U.S. and the India governments becoming closer and becoming global partners, what has happened as a result of that tidbit of advice or that position? The President came to India and announced in historic ways that his vision of the U.S.-India relationship was even a closer one, was one of more global cooperation, was one of more intelligence.